Welcome to episode 2 of Design Build Decoded. I am Bill Stasinski and you are not. And this is.
Action.
Okay. Welcome to episode 2 of Design Build Decoded. I'm Bill Stasinski with Studio 21 Architects. And in this episode, we're going to talk about what to look for when purchasing a lot to build your custom home on. So before we do that, let's go out and take a look at the property that we purchased for building our home on. It's in Plainfield, Illinois, and let's go take a peek. So here we are. Cody has entered the lot, and this will be his place to roam around. Probably during construction, and then toward the back there is where he'll have a fenced-in area to be able to run around in. So Cody, say hi to the people at home. Some of the thoughts and ideas I have for the lot. Again, looking toward the street here, that light pole is the kind of the side that we'll have the driveway on, between that and the sidewalk. And figuring that the garage would go on this side. There's a big blank wall for the most part on the adjacent house, so having the garage on that side to me makes a bit of sense. The other thing is that the area that they have behind the fence is a pool, so that kind of buffers some of our outdoor living space, which will be behind the main part of the house. We'll buffer that a little bit from the noise that might come from that pool. Not that it's going to be anything I should worry about. The other thing is the lot kind of angles. Let me see if I can get kind of a feel for that. But it angles, as I mentioned, it's kind of a trapezoid shape. And so the lot widens out toward the back. I have this idea that the house could kind of widen out as it goes back. And then right about where that mound of dirt is, back in here, is what I figure be able to put a fire pit back here. And I think what's nice about this area right here, if we were to do that, is it's kind of got its own space to itself, and it's not like right adjacent to any of the neighbors. So I like the possibilities of what that might entail. I mean, it's a decent sized lot. It will fill up, but I think there's a lot of, good positives that can come from this. Okay, I'm back from the site, and as you can see, there are a lot of items that we have to look at when we're analyzing the site. We have a design discovery review process called our DDR, and in that, a big part of that is analyzing the site. And one of the things you want to do, even before you purchase the property, is to take a look at that site and understand all those things that we talked about, and a multitude of others. But I'm not going to bore you with all the details of everything that we would want to be looking at. I'll just hit the main points. But I guess in summary, it's important to think about what that lot, what's important to you, and then also what pitfalls may come up in the process, and we don't want to have you stuck with a piece of property that you can't build on. That would just be terrible. So anyhow, what I would like to do at this point is run through our DDR process with you so you can see what's all involved. Okay, so I've talked about this before, but I really don't like HOAs. They have so many rules and regulations, and a lot of them have some crazy architectural guidelines. But in this case, this lot, the requirements are pretty lax, and there's nothing that we can't deal with. Okay, next comes the zoning review. And every municipality has its own set of zoning requirements. But in this case, I'll just go through them real quickly for you on our lot. The front and rear setbacks are 30 feet. The side yard requirements, it's a 20-foot total with a minimum of 7 feet on one side. So we're going to work with those requirements and go from there. Regarding the building coverage, in a lot of cases, municipalities will have maximum building coverage. In this case, it's 30% or 3,600 square feet. So that includes the house and garage. Finally, for this particular lot, they also have some requirements for the garage. And I'll get into that in the design, but there's certain things about the garage door size, height, etc. All right, so let's talk about floodplains. We always check to see if something's on a floodplain. In this case, it's not, but it's something that's so critical that it has to be done as part of our normal process. The other thing that's really important, and again, it doesn't pertain to this lot, but a lot of municipalities have stormwater management requirements, and that can add tens of thousands of dollars to the cost of building the house. So just that's something we check, and it can have a big impact on the final budget. Okay, so soil borings. And let me tell you, soil borings aren't as boring as you think they might be. Basically, what is the soil boring? It's where they'll auger down into the soil, and they will pull up that soil and be able to analyze what it really is. And I know it can get technical, but essentially you're looking at, the organic soils that might be there, sandy soils, whatever. Essentially, bottom line is that you want to know that the soil is capable of bearing the foundation. And if not, that can be a critical, like, this lot just isn't for you, or you might need caissons, and that might cost a fortune. So that's one of the things that we want, is what the soil bearing capacity is capable of. So we talked a lot about the lot in this episode. Yeah, pun intended. But seriously, I hope you learned something or you found this of interest. And if you have, please like and subscribe to our channel so that you can get updated on the next episode of Design, Build, Decoded. In the next episode, I'll tell you the rest of the story regarding the Design Discovery Review.